Extraordinary times, they create extraordinary opportunities. And right now, we are in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation that we have seen. Now, as we transition through the first quarter of 2024, it is official. A new era of macro has begun. For traders, this is news to celebrate, which is why a long list of the world's most powerful Wall Street banks, from Goldman Sachs to JP Morgan to Bank of America, they are calling this new era the golden age of trading. Data shows that 1 in 3 people, they have now turned to trading to capitalize on the biggest macro themes driving the markets right now. This includes escalating geopolitical risk, with 2 major wars currently ongoing in Europe and the Middle East. We have a global food crisis, which is sending agricultural prices skyrocketing to all-time record highs. National elections are taking place in over 50% of the world economy, as well as the global transition towards green energy and net zero emissions, which is already starting to play a critical role in supercharging demand for the world's highly essential commodities and rare earth metals. And just in case that wasn't enough, traders, they're now on the cusp of being gifted with even more lucrative money-making opportunities after Federal Reserve Governor Christopher Waller, he dropped a bombshell on the markets last week. He hinted at an operation twist, which will lower short-term yields and steepen the yield curve. Essentially, the Federal Reserve is extending quantitative easing without actually calling it quantitative easing. If this was to happen, it would be one of the biggest and most lucrative macro trading opportunities of the year. The last time the Federal Reserve rolled out Operation Twist, that was in 2012. They unleashed an explosive money-making storm that sent commodity prices across the board, from metals to energies to agriculture, skyrocketing to fresh multi-year and all-time record highs. On Friday, Waller's comments, they sent gold prices surging to 2-month highs within striking distance of $2,100 per ounce, posting the biggest weekly gain so far this year. This bullish momentum, it also spilled over into other commodities, including silver, palladium, platinum, copper, nickel, zinc, natural gas, and crude oil prices, all soaring to fresh multi-month highs. But the real star performer was cocoa. So far this year, cocoa prices, they've been on an unstoppable run, breaking new all-time record highs almost on a weekly basis. Last week, cocoa prices, they continued their red-hot rally, surpassing 6,884 per tonne to hit a new historic high, notching up a whopping gain of over 300% from this time last year. And the rally might not stop there. For traders making money in these markets right now, it's never been so easy. The week-to-week macro-driven trend that we're seeing right now, it can literally be summarized as buy low, sell high, rinse and repeat, and do it all over again. Looking ahead, this week is once again all about the macroeconomics, with traders' attention firmly focusing on a string of critical economic events, including the all-important non-farm payroll data, as well as Fed Chair Jerome Powell's 2-day testimonial before Congress, all topped off with yet another round of market-moving speeches from the Fed officials, which might shed further light on Fed Governor Waller's comments about a potential Operation Twist. It goes without saying that extraordinary times, they do create extraordinary opportunities, and right now, as traders, we are living in some of the most exciting and rewarding times ever. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Citigroup, they have already begun preparing their clients for what they predict could be one of the most profitable years on record. If you want to successfully navigate these markets and capitalize on the huge money-making opportunities ahead to build substantial, life-changing wealth, then you need to utilize a professional, research-driven approach. If you know how to connect the dots and position yourself in the right place at the right time, ready to capitalize on the huge money-making opportunities ahead, then you'll make a fortune. Definitely do not underestimate what you can achieve in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months from now. You have the opportunity right now to change the course of your life and unlock the door to a better financial future. It's times like these that make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. Here at the Gold and Silver Club, we're consistently banking over 10,000 points profit per month, which we've been transparently documenting through our weekly videos. If you're trading at 1 lot, that's $100,000, or if you're trading at 10 lots, that's $1 million. As you can see from our testimonials, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club are utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach. They've already made in excess of 6 and 7 figures, and we're only in March. All of our clients, they've already been fully briefed, prepared, and firmly on track to make this quarter their biggest and best yet. If you've been kicking yourself for missing out on some of the biggest trading opportunities so far this year and you want to make 2024 your best yet, now is the time to take action. Go to jointhegoldandsilverclub.com now to learn how our mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. So with that, let's move over to the charts. We'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we move into a new week. So firstly, with gold, it played out to expectations. We've essentially seen a 5% breakout in the last week. And this, of course, came off the back of hedge funds and money managers. They were all liquidated after the CPI data just before Valentine's Day, where gold dipped below $2,000 per ounce. It broke down to 1985. Now, this worked out very well because we were able to add an additional 4 positions on this market, bringing our total to 5 trades here. And in fact, on Friday through to Monday there, for each of those positions, we've now banked just under 5,000 points profit on those 5 trades. So from low to high, in fact, we've done it again on Monday, banked another 1,000 points profit on our trade from 1,983 US dollars per ounce. So you know we've been expecting this breakout to the upside. A lot of the traders in the market were turning very bearish on this move that we saw after the last week on the consolidation, expecting a rollover back down towards the swing lows. Now, as you know, we've been banging the drum on gold here that we've been a buyer, but alongside that, also on oil. As we mentioned last week, if we get that break above $80 per barrel, I'm going to start scaling out of more profits on oil. Our positions from down at 70 and 71 US dollars per barrel. That's exactly what we've done here. So in the last week, predominantly from Friday through to Monday now, we've now banked 8,000 points profit for a windfall amount of profit just on gold and oil. This is not including the other positions that we banked on silver, platinum and palladium over the month of February as well. This is just from Friday through to Monday. So of course, you know the calculation, but just in case you don't, every 1 lot contract you be trading, that's $80,000 of profit, and every 10 lot contract you'll be trading, that's $800,000 of profit. Now, we're not in the business of just eking out small gains on a day-to-day basis on commodities. We want the chunky moves, right? We want the massive breakouts here. We want the 1,000-point moves, whether it's oil, whether it's gold, platinum, palladium, and silver. You know, this is how we approach the markets here, and we've followed through to expectations on this massive pump that we've seen on gold back towards the price swing highs. So this has worked out very well indeed. Of course, the trigger for that was the Valentine's rally that we had just after the CPI data into the middle of February. And since then, it's just been a massive opportunity here to bank a windfall amount of profit just within a couple of weeks on these markets. Now, where we're poised at the moment, as I mentioned previously, I am expecting fresh capital inflows once you move into the beginning of March. However, this week, we do have back-to-back news items all topped off with Friday's non-farm payroll. And then especially as we go into the following week, which is going to be the week of quad witching. So for me right now, there is a potential trap being set in the markets where the usual setup has played out. So essentially, hedge funds and money managers, as per usual, they've missed the move here on oil and gold. Then they'll be triggered in to go long later on using their trend trading systems. They will then get triggered at the top here after we've already broken back out towards the swing highs. And then you've got the potential over the next week here, especially in the lead up to non-farm payroll and also the following week as well, once we get into the quad witching week, to see profit taking and any traders that are FOMOing in and buying into the move later. Remember, we've been very early catching the swing lows. They could get punished here as a result of buying too late into the move here and essentially liquidated in the lead up to that quad witching period, which you can often see some profit taking across multiple commodities. Now, the other opportunities I like at the moment is platinum. So as you know, we actually added again 875 US dollars per ounce here on Friday. That position is up almost 250 points. I am liking platinum. Platinum has been a laggard here. You know I like platinum anyway, below $900 per ounce. It's literally been a mantra all year here. We are buying this market under $900 per ounce. So any dips, looking for best possible price, and we've certainly done that over the last week here as well. With palladium too, I'm liking the price structure here. Nice basing price structure at the moment. Another opportunity if you didn't already have exposure to this market to grab a position down towards the dip of 930 in the last week. Now, of course, we added further exposure on this dip into the middle of February, very much like we did on gold. We also did this on palladium and platinum and silver on the post CPI data just before Valentine's Day by adding at lower prices here. Now, you've got palladium, which is starting to get much closer back towards towards 1,000 US dollars per ounce. Now, this is a time of year that typically we want to be scaling out of more profits across platinum and palladium throughout March and into April. So both of those markets I'm liking, but of course you want to get best possible price on those. And silver as well. We saw a nice pump on Friday, 2% move. This followed expectations here. As you know, on silver, we've continued to accumulate positions down towards 22 and 22.50 over the month of February so far. We're now back above 23 US dollars per ounce. We've been consolidating. Definitely gold is leading right now. We've also seen obviously oil lead in the last week. What I will say is every position in the portfolio that we have on silver is totally protected. That's also relevant to gold and it's also relevant to oil. And then finally, of course, the absolute star performer of 2024 so far with the commodity space has been cocoa prices, which have broken out to all-time record highs. Whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's to create a full-time income, a second replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action to really give yourself the gift of a better 2024. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, not just survive in these fast-moving markets, then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions and most importantly, utilize a professional, research-driven approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 99% of retail traders from achieving their desired success, it's not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional level data and market intelligence to make confident decisions with accuracy and certainty. There's a huge gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis and gimmicky technical indicators that do not work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of the bottom 99% and into the top 1% who are actually crushing it and making 6, 7 and 8 figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional research-driven approach, or you'll just end up wasting lots of time, money and effort and you'll have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to be constantly innovating and evolving. Technical analysis and outdated technical indicators, they really won't work. Those days, they're long gone. If that's all you're relying on, the odds are already stacked up massively against you. If you want to change your results, then you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive research-driven trading approach that is never taught to retail traders, only reserved for professional traders in the banks, the hedge funds with access to powerful game-changing insights, including where the banks and hedge funds where they're buying and selling in real time alongside the key liquidity zones so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision, alongside the fundamentals, the macroeconomics, the capital flows, the daily, weekly, monthly and quarterly real-time data-driven cycles and intermarket correlations, then you need to join our mentorship program. As we transition through 2024, we are in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation the world has seen. If you want to successfully capitalize on the huge money-making opportunities ahead and build significant life-changing wealth, there's no better time than now. If you want to upgrade your income, then you need to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next 3, 6, or even 12 months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders and take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private Members Academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, go to jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description. So just click on the link, make an application, and we will get in touch ASAP.